Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. I'm returning to you tonight for this final video for the night, or somewhat of a final video. The next video will probably be very short, just so you know, but it will be a drama one, so if you don't want to watch a drama one, you don't have to. It's just, there's something I need to talk about real quick. After this video's done, I'll get prepped for the next video, so basically, this is for Tuesday album review for Daughtry's self-titled album that I'm going to be reviewing for the Tuesday album review, Season 6, Episode 3. So I'm going to discuss what I'm going to be talking about in this review for the 12 tracks I've listened to for their self-titled record back in 2006, and let you know my thoughts on this Tuesday album review, a throwback album. So let's dive into this album review. Now it starts with It's Not Over, which is honestly a great song to open up the record. I was really impressed with Chris Daughtry's vocals in this track. Very well entertaining and really strong vocals for sure from Chris Daughtry. I really love this track. Very catchy track about a breakup. Just very hits you right in the feels kind of song in a way, but it's very on point with what it's discussing about a relationship gone bad for a bit, and then he decides to make the big step and marry the woman. So basically, the proposal thing, basically at the end of the video, if you've seen the video. But honestly, I really enjoyed this track. It's a great song, and this is a 5 out of 5. Sorry if I sound congested. I'm just sniffles or some allergies or whatever. Used To is a strong track too as well. I'm really entertained by this song. Basically, give me a second, I gotta pause the video real quick. Sorry about that, guys. Just sniffles were getting to me, so I had to take care of business real quick. Blow my nose, basically. It was really bothering me. So, Used To is a great song. Great song from Daughtry. I like Chris Daughtry's vocals in this track. And the execution for this track with the drum work, guitar work, and just overall, this song sounds really good for a regular song. So 5 out of 5. Home is a great track too. Really enjoyed this song for how it sounded. Chris Daughtry's vocals are really good. It's very nice of a song for how it sounds. Lyrically, it's well written. And a great track from Daughtry off one of their best records. So, 5 out of 5. Over You is another great song. Pretty catchy. Very much radio friendly. Most of these tracks are radio hits, meaning they're really strong. But they were pretty successful songs, so in a good way. So 5 out of 5 for Over You. I really like this track. And like the music video too. I like how this song turned out with what it's depicting about. And the message behind the track is really interesting, but overall, 5 out of 5. Crash was a good track for a regular song. Really enjoyed this song. Definitely a hard rock kind of song, and it really interested me with the melody and how Chris Daughtry was singing it. It was really fantastic, so 5 out of 5. Feels Like Tonight is a pretty catchy track, feel good kind of song. And basically it's another radio hit that I really enjoyed from Daughtry, so this is a 5 out of 5. What I Want featuring Slash was actually a really entertaining track. I love the drum work in it, and basically Slash killed it in this track with his guitar riffs. So basically, Chris Daughtry sounded really good vocally, and just instrumentally it was outstanding. This track is definitely packs a punch and really knocks you out of the park with how entertaining it is. So 5 out of 5. Breakdown is another great song. I mean, it's a little more mellower than their usual stuff, but it's still pretty strong with how it sounds. The lyrics are well written, and I just like the whole structure and the melody behind this song. It does pick up the rest of the way of the song, and drum work starts coming in, but it starts off a little slow, but then it progresses in a good way. So, 5 out of 5. Gone is a great track. Definitely about a breakup, definitely about a relationship ending kind of stuff. So, saying thought you would be home, never would, but you never would be gone, but you are. Lyrics and all that. So, really on point with what it's depicting about, and I love Chris Daughtry's vocals in this track. It's quite outstanding. 5 out of 5. There and Back Again is a great track. I really enjoyed this track too. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's some strong points to this track, but I wouldn't say it's a great track, but it's a pretty good song. To rephrase what I just said, basically. So 4.75 out of 5. All These Lives is a really strong track. Really like the meaning behind the track with the mom or whatever that this person's taking care of, and now they're trying to destroy a home. These corporate companies or whatever are trying to destroy a home that they lived in for a long time, and basically it's about struggling in a society kind of way or whatever. A society that's struggling, and the rich are trying to take over, and that's how I'm viewing it, this track, but I don't know what the full meaning is. It's Chris Daughtry that knows the full meaning of the track, but basically, that's how I'm viewing it, if you know what I'm saying. But still, song's great, and it's a pretty entertaining track. 5 out of 5. And then finally, the closing track, What About Now? Definitely about what people go through in their everyday lives: homelessness, starvation, basically military men that suffer through PTSD and other things like that. So it's about a lot of things. It's about uh, how we live in a world where we should care for one another and try to give back to the community in a way, and basically give back to society and do good things, good deeds, and good things will come to you. Do bad deeds, bad things will come to you in a way. But it's all about what you spread in the world. If it's hatred, if it's violence, then that's the bad kind of thing you're spreading. For this track, I think the message was really inspiring and really touching, and definitely emotional of a song too, but in a good way. There's a lot of light to it at the end of the track, with what it's basically depicting about, with what Chris Daughtry meant for this song to come out as. This is a song for society, and like it says, what about now? Like, it's about basically the reality of what people go through in their everyday lives. So it's about trying to do what's right in society and not trying to do the wrong thing. So it's a really meaningful song and very enjoyable track. So I'd give this a 5 out of 5. Overall production, mixing, and execution wise, I found myself really enjoying this self-titled record from Daughtry. Their debut studio album is fantastic. It's a great record. I mean, There and Back Again wasn't my favorite track, but it's a strong one in its own way. It was just the weaker song for this record. But overall, if I were to give this record a strong score, it's going to get a strong rating of a 9.5 out of 10. Really amazing album. Sorry about my nasally congestion. I sometimes get this way at night or something like that right before I'm about to go to bed. I don't know, just some weird allergies or something. But overall, this is a great record. 9.5 out of 10 for Daughtry's self-titled album. I really enjoyed this record. It is a great record to listen to, and I highly recommend purchasing it, even on CD or whatever you decide to do digitally. It's worth listening to as well. You can listen to it on YouTube anytime, but it is one of their best records. I'm unfortunately not sure if I want to go back to buying CDs at this current time. I mean, later on, probably, but I can't afford to do it right now. And I got something I want to save up for anyway. Even if I don't go back to buying CDs, it's okay. Because I've enjoyed my time with it. And basically, I don't know if I want to go back to purchasing CDs, but only time will tell. I'll see what happens for the future. But other than that, 9.5 out of 10 for Daughtry's self-titled album. Thanks for watching this album review for this Tuesday album review tonight. And I'll be returning to you soon for the next video. And until then, have a good night.